In your afterlife, Roxana would like to know, what are you doing now? What do you do in spirit?
I am mostly assisting young children to think outside of the box musically and to use their music to bring light and healing to themselves and to the world. So, of course, I will help anyone who requests my assistance. But please know that you need to do the work. I can only inspire you and help you with creative thoughts and feelings. But you need to always be willing to take the steps to release those fears and insecurities and to embody spiritual wisdom and principles so you can then become the highest and most clear version of yourself, he says.
Chiara Chandramas. Is your love for music a constant in your other lives that you might have had, or was your life as Beethoven the only life you had as a musician?
He says, I believe that music will always be an important part of any human incarnation because it is God's source speaking to us and through us, healing our hearts and pain and inspiring new dreams and new creations. So yes, music will be important in every human lifetime, including all of mine.
Interesting. Olga de Sousa Cross, are you incarnated in this current timeline?
He says, no, not in this timeline. My energy, however, is very present in your timeline because I am helping the new generations of children to use creativity and music to bring healing to the collective, to the world. And my work is still to this day healing and inspiring humanity to see and experience divine source and its unconditional love for all of us through my music. So know this, whenever you listen to my music, I become a part of your now moment because you are tapping into my energy that was forged within my music. So in that moment, I am right there with you. And the sound vibration reaches your heart. So when that happens, when you can feel my music inside your soul, I become one with you. So know that I might not be with you in a physical form, but I am always with you in spiritual form.
What was it like for you to hear once you transitioned? Was it like you were never deaf to begin with, or did you feel a sense of amazement or relief, that experience of going home and hearing's no longer an issue?
He's showing me a big smile, so I think he was pretty happy. I'm just right now. I'm like, oh, he's like, I can't stop smiling. He says it was a glorious day because I was not only healed, but I also felt an overwhelming love without any conditioning or restrictions or any demands. So the love that I was always searching for but never found in my incarnation as Ludwig, all of a sudden from 1 second to the next was completely devouring myself, was completely, it's so hard to explain in human words, but there's this instant sense of belonging and being at home in a loving family. And so another great experience after transitioning was that I finally got to enjoy my work that I never got to enjoy during my time of deafness. And so that was a nice surprise and still brings a smile in my heart today that I was able to create something so intense, so beautiful from my mind.
Yes.
And not from my body. So that was a beautiful experience. And transitioning was relief.
Relief and being able to have the pure bliss of what you had created.
It was relief because I could finally see where all this pain, where it all led up to. When I was alive, I didn't fully understand that all my pain created that beautiful music with the love of God, source. And now I could see that the pain was no longer pain, but it was beautiful harmonies that moved people's hearts and sparked love and admiration within each and every one who listened to my music.
And still, to this day.
Yes.
To this day. It
Still
didn't end. It hasn't ended. A couple other questions. Hannah Minner. First she says, I'm so excited to hear from Mr. Beethoven. See all the excitement around you. Her question is, as an aspiring opera singer, I experience a lot of frustration from being misunderstood because of the development of my voice. What is your advice for musicians and artists who feel misunderstood or blocked in their progress?
He says, I would say the only frustration you experience is caused by the lack of self-belief and a constant comparison with others. You're a unique being, so embrace your uniqueness and your unique voice and give it all of you. Give it all of your focus. Give it all of your energy and create self-discipline to become the master of your vocal muscles. If you want something bad enough, you need to allow it to become you. So don't give up. Release the restrictive thoughts and feelings and embrace your own divinity. Allow it to fully absorb who you are. So my advice is admire yourself, admire your uniqueness, and absorb the divinity that's within.
And that really answers, I think, the next question is similar from Alice Jarman Powis, that she says, I always wanted to compose classical music, but feel as though I don't have the intellectual tools to do it. What is your advice to those who would like to compose but don't quite know how? It sounds like
well, let me add to that. He says, music is not intellectual. It's spiritual. It's emotional. Music is present in all of us, in our souls. It's who we are. So compose from the heart, not from the head. Experiment with sound, and then the notes will follow automatically. So go into nature. Try and hear the music of the world around you. Allow it to seep in while you bring your mind at ease. Because with a busy mind and with not being present in the now moment, you will miss out on the divine ideas of music and composing that will be sent to you. So calm the mind, connect to the world around you, and allow, it really is a surrendering process. Allow the music to find you instead of you desperately trying to control the music to come to you. I would like
Right.
to end, he says, I would like to end by expressing the importance of feeling passion, because it is the embodiment of divine communication. It is God's source expressing itself through you with a means to show its unconditional love for you and for your creation. So find your own uniqueness through which you express the eternal and unconditional love of the Creator, whether that is in the way you love and care for others, or whether it is you sharing your unique talents to the world, whether it is you sharing your gifts with the community around you. Always keep with you that everything you do and create in this lifetime is equally valuable and important for the expansion and creation of the collective. Whether you are a waiter or a singer, whether you are a nurse or a lawyer, no matter what it is that you are doing at this moment, do it well and do it wholeheartedly, with the knowing that you are part of a grand plan and that you are equally important and always loved. Now, if your heart is not resonating with what you are doing at this moment, then you need to change it without fear and without expectation, but with an open heart to receive the guidance to lead you to your soul path, to your passion. He says, he's laughing, to your passion that is usually suppressed by the time you become 4 years old.
Oh,
So try and rediscover the passion and allow it to show you the way to abundance, love, and joy. That is what I would like to pass on to everyone listening at this moment.
thank you. Words we all need to hear. Message, what a great message. Thank you for that.
He says, I love you all. And so don't be afraid to reach out, because I will be part of your journey. All you need to do is listen to your heart.
And your music.
Listen to my heart. Listen to my heart and let it move your heart.
It does, obviously.
I feel like he's moving away.
And gave us today what I perceive as beautiful messages. What beautiful messages he gave, rather than to simply answer a question. He was so loving and thoughtful and gracious in his responses. It was wonderful to hear his messages.
Yeah.